What's up, guys? We're back with Let's Play Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. I am your host, James, the whole show, and if you hear a lot of bang and stuff going on in the background, of course, you know it's the 4th of July, and my room windows face the alley, and they're right here in the alley just going nuts. So, you know, felt like doing some recording today. Been getting a lot of things done. I feel a little bit better. If I remember correctly, last time we actually found Dirk, or whatever his name was. He's the guy who stole that special ore that him and Eric had planned out. So now we have to go find that. Oh, Seed of Strength. Now that seed I'm going to use on actually use on my lead character, because as you can see, what's his name, strength is a little bit higher. And I was just hoping it'd rain a bit so they stop at all of this, because they're in that my alley right now going nuts with fireworks. So it's all super amplified. So you get a 4th of July special. So now we're headed to, we're going through the Mango Grove to Cobblestone. We gotta go see what happened. Let's go see what happened when Mr. Jasper went and did his little inspection. Yeah, we got also, after that, we got somewhere else to go because we're looking for that red orb. And we don't quite know where it is, because when Dirk sold it, we don't know exactly what happened to it after that. Because you can't go out through the main gate still. You go out through the main gate, so they still gonna stop you. Nope. But this is the Dragon Quest XI.
Any sign of them? No, nothing.
See? They're still looking for us, but
look at all those lights. They're pretty keen to fight. We better steer clear of Heliodor and all right.
So this music is actual Dragon Quest XI's music. This is for the world. What do you call that? The world. How do I say that? This is the world. This is the overworld map. All right. So go right through the Mango Grove. So now going through the Mango Grove is going to be a little different now, because I forgot that this is gonna take a little second. It won't take super long, but I'm gonna show you some stuff that was a little different.
Yeah.
Yep, Dirk is his name. Yep. The King's Barrow is where we have to go in order to get that. Oh wait, hold on. Where's that stump at? Oh. We haven't fought the stump yet. And we got the little cub.
Let's go.
If anybody, these cubs are they're very known throughout the Dragon Quest world, because if you play Dragon Quest VIII, that Saber Cub was actually, or the Great Saber Cub, that you actually got to ride one of those in Dragon Quest VIII Journey of a Cursed King. It's called, I think you had to go, was it a Chico Bill or something like that, but those are the cats you got to ride on the big versions of those. I don't think I turned my phone on silent. I don't know if you guys actually heard that, because I can't really hear anything with all of this, popping going on. So with the Mango Grove, if you want to, this guy sells items. So if you feel like you need to buy any items, you know, copper sword, copper chopper. If you want to get this bronze knife, or that is pretty good. Like this is like the Legend of Dragoon, every point counts, all of it. The leather hat can help. You get the pointy hat for defense, boxer shorts. You know, you can get stuff that can help them defensively, but I don't really think I'm gonna need it, because I actually know what to expect from most of them. I need to get what's his name? Eric. I need him to go up a level, because I need him to learn a spell. There's a spell I need him to learn. Well, maybe I do need to grab some more defense because these guys are powerful. So imagine if I had that Dragovan quest on.
Easy.
My headphone, the jack on it. I don't know that these controllers I have, I don't know what's going on with them. But fortunately for you guys that were all wondering, I finally got my first checks from workers' comp. So basically all of that paid off finally. So nothing got taken away. Nothing, you know. We all had pretty good. Everything's going good. Mom's back in order. I'm back in order. You know, we're doing okay. So with mom, you know, I don't play around when it comes to moms. Everybody knows that I don't, so I make sure she's all right. A lot of other things that may happen that I'm not gonna talk about just yet, but I did find out a lot about myself in the past week, soul searching and doing all that good stuff. I'm sleeping okay again, but my appetite still hasn't come back fully. It's just kind of like up and down still. 2 more skill points. Nah. In fact, how many skill points do I have? Character builder, 3. Can I even learn anything in Great Swords for 3? Nope, 6. Nope. Can't do anything just yet, so it's also best if you want to get accolades. This is when he gets pepped up. His deafness, I think deafness helps you steal, but I really believe half inch is worthless in this game. Stealing is like you literally almost rarely steal anything. Now I'm gonna show you something that's really cool between them. The real decoy, this is something that they can do together when they're both pepped up. These are called pep powers. And there are some pretty cool ones. Look at that, 59 points of damage. They're good to have against a boss, but you really don't control when they get pepped up,
Nice.
so... He still didn't get that spell yet. He may not get it before this next boss, but we'll find out. I mean, I'm literally gonna try to blow. I'm not gonna try to blow through the game because I don't really do the what do you call it? I don't do like the extra the side missions because I don't really think they give all that great items. Because literally, I can get some of the best items in the game without doing many of them at all. Because I really don't even, because I'm gonna reallocate all of my skill points with the lead character eventually, because some of his best skills are done with the one-handed sword, but that's not till a bit later because one of his strongest weapons in the game is that. Like I say, always explore. You see side paths, take them. It might have an item, it may have a chest, it may have something of use. Always go for it, because in this game you don't really have to even worry about selling stuff, because selling stuff, no point. I'm probably gonna buy that new equipment just for the defensive aspect of it. Let's see, let's cut this. Let's see, let's take that. Walking Robin, antidote herb, cotton top, the antidote herb that basically heals poison. A mini metal. Now these you do want to collect.
How's it going?
I'll show you eventually what those do, but it's gonna be a minute before we even get anywhere near that. So let's see, we got that. How much cash I got? I got 188. If I have to, I'll grind off screen, but I doubt I'm gonna really need to. Money isn't, I say money really isn't that big of a thing. Oh, there is something I'm coming close to what I'm gonna be able to do that really makes this game good. Huh? I forgot, I could just heal myself. This is the best thing about the lead character. He's just good. He's good overall everywhere. He's like probably he's one of the most well-balanced characters I've ever seen. These Dragon Quest characters are just great lead characters. Dragon Quest 8, he was the same way. He learned the revival spell. He learned the weaker revival spell. Ah, yes, we could talk more about that. Oh, that small scale is going to be very useful in a second. But yes, let's see, where do I go? So this one across, I don't need to go there. At least don't go there yet. So what happens is this, simply. The thing that made Dragon Quest 8 even harder is you didn't get your first set of revival items until like maybe halfway through the game. And then it's crazy because I didn't even know there was. I didn't even know there was any items in there. That was a critical shot. So I didn't even know you could do something like that, and I didn't even know they had items like that, because there are two healing spells. There's Zing, that has a 50% chance of bringing a character back to life, and then there's Cousin, that has a 100% chance of bringing him back to life. So basically, it's kind of stupid. I think this paralyzes you. Oh, falls asleep. But yes, it was kind of stupid, because I'm like, why in the world? Like, I'm kind of thinking like, okay, why in the world would you have it? And this is even the other kicker. You can either, this is the even bigger kicker. When you get one of those items called the Yggdrasil leaf, you only got one. You couldn't hold no more than one. Literally, if you had more than one Yggdrasil leaf, it would not allow you to it wouldn't allow you to buy another one. And those, after a certain time, monsters can do so much damage, and every boss literally has 2 movements at least. So it's like, literally, it's so ludicrous to that. So when I tell you Zing, your lead character learns Zing, but he doesn't learn Kazing at all. I don't think he learned. I don't think nothing you raise. Even if you raise his, he has something like not is it his humanity, whatever that last part. He has a few different ways you can go, but allocating the points into that still don't give you what you need. And I'm kind of like, what? So this is, of course, another campsite.
A campsite.
So you go to your little campsite, and I think this is when you get that ability.
I still can't get over old Dirk. We used to be thick as thieves. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, I've decided.
This little thing,
and I'm not
the forge. You will really like this thing, but because the recipes you can get, oh man. So basically, you don't have to really buy items or weapons. You can just make them. So again, why you really don't need to spend much money in this game. So basically, when you go to this forge, you can go to, okay, hold on. You can go to forge weapons, armor, accessories, or you can rework an item. Forge, you can forge weapons, but I'm gonna do forge these. I don't really need that, but I will make this for him because I don't really need that bronze sword yet because I can't use it. I'm not gonna use it right now. I need to be able to make broadswords right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it. So this is what you have to do. So basically, when you're doing this, you have bashes. So the object is to get both of those to hit a sweet spot. So when you bash on one, okay, so I kind of messed that up. The hotter that temperature is, okay, so I'll praise it. So this is just the finish. You can get it to where you can do it, let's see, you can get it to where it says it'll turn out brilliantly. You can get it more than that. So this is only a success. So I can do that. You get 2 perfectionists. So you can only rework an item when you have those perfectionist orbs. Oh wait, no. Rework an item, and it tells you how many of them you need. So you need, so if I need to rework this chopper, well, I can do that. But I need 2 of those perfectionist pearls. But I'm gonna actually rework, Oh, I need 3, that's why. So I am actually going to rework mine. So we're going to rework the chopper, and we're going to see exactly what we can do. So I don't have any flourishes, so basically this is how this is going to work. Now this is going to be a lot harder. Bam. Bam, that's a critical hit. The only object, that's a sweet spot. If it turns gold, sweet spot. Since this is a easier item to mess with, I just messed that up completely. So what we're gonna do is appraise it. It will turn out pretty well, so that means I got it better. So probably a +1. See, now you reworked it into a copper chopper +1. Best way to get your equipment going. You can get perfectionist pearls from other stuff. No. Something else you were not able to do. So now that we went to sleep, I'm about to show you something that was not in the original. So if you hit the options button, you can access the fun size forge. You also have this ability, nose for treasure. That used to be a spell that what's his name? Eric. He could learn that spell, but now that's just his regular ability, so you know. And they even give you these free few items if you hadn't picked up the items. Those are all items you needed to make those few different items. So you come back here, and he said it'll tell you how many items in the. It's some of them I can't even get to yet, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But you couldn't access the fun size forge anywhere. So now I can make suits of scale armor. In the old one, you had in the vanilla version, you literally just had to wait till you got to what do you call those things? These campsites. You could not do anything else. You had to wait for the campsites. So now that I can use the fun size forge, I can just pull it out. So now you go into this, recently learned, so scale armor. And basically, since I can equip this, I don't need to buy any armor. But I can't equip that shield at all and neither can Eric. He doesn't really equip shields, so some characters can share equipment, but you'll see that as we get more characters. So I'm gonna make the scale armor because I want it, and I want to be able to equip I want to be able to make this. I want to be able to make this better. Bam. 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 I'm not doing nothing extra this time. See, like I say, the cooler it gets, the less the strike means anything. So I might get a plus. This is a +1. If it has, it'll turn out pretty well. But I think with a dot and an exclamation point, it'll have 1. It'll be a +2. If it says brilliantly, it'll be a +3. So don't need to do that. So if I decide to, I can actually go do that. So we're gonna take those togs off, and we're gonna put the scale armor on. I don't really care that it takes my HP down. I really need that armor because that defense is gonna help me out a lot. So I still can't change my outfit just yet. So we're just gonna have to. Equipment, so let's go for Eric's dagger, divine dagger. Like, he literally has, and as you can see, he doesn't even come with a hat, so I'm gonna have to buy him one anyway for a better defense. So now you want to go up here and touch this little touch this branch. Only the luminary can touch these branches. They basically take you back, and they take you into like a memory, but only he can access them.
Chop, chop, chop around the clock. 1, 2, 3, look out, trees. Oh, a woodcutter's life is the life for me.
See? So you're going.
What in the world? I repaired the bridge only yesterday.
Yep, so that's...
Ta-da! You called? Tricky devil at your service. I went to a lot of trouble to smash at this stupid bridge. I'm not about to let you fix it again. Here, get a load of my devilishly tricky shapeshift beam.
So basically, he turned him into that dog. See? He turned him into that dog. So basically, you see your boss. So even though he's not technically a boss to me, he's just a really strong enemy.
The next minute, you're a smelly old dog. I'm a devilish. Now, what mischief shall I get?
Because we technically haven't fought a boss yet. He technically would be the first, but I don't really care about this. This is why I say I don't go over there yet. So basically, the only way to fight,
Empty treasure.
the best thing you do is you run over there, you find him, you just open the chest, he jumps out, you fight him.
What the heck just happened?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to take one of them pep pops, and I'm about to put it.
all I
Now,
know for
Eric is
sure-
really fast because he's the
And if
thief
what
of the
we
game.
just saw- Let's head back.
So he can do pretty good, he can do some pretty good work. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take one of these items. I'm going to transfer one to me. You do have a limit on what you're able to carry, so this cobblestone sword, transfer equipment bag, and I don't need that, pot lid, transfer, that's going into the equipment bag, and cobblestone great sword, transfer equipment bag. Basically, items, I've rarely ever used items here, but let's see, I got 263. I definitely do need to go back and buy Mr. Eric a hat, because he needs some type of, he needs extra defense. And that scale armor I just put on my lead character really just gave his defensive boost. As you see, as you remember, it went up by 10. Yeah, these things will chase you, but that is a bubble slime. Come here. If you ever see a metal slime like this, you can basically never see them in the you'll never see them in the overworld. They'll only come attached to other enemies. But now they're doing more damage because we got better items. Oh, more cool. That's why I said that that small scale was really good to have, because that small scale can give you it lets you make that scale armor or the scale shield. Now, if I really wanted to increase my defense, that's why I say if you are new to this game, I'd much rather you use I'd much rather you use a one-handed sword and a shield, because that shield will help your defense a whole lot better. I'm going with the crazier route because I've never actually really used the great swords much. Okay, so what we're gonna buy is we're gonna buy a pointy hat. I don't want that, so we're gonna buy a pointy hat. So I'm gonna put one on for me. I want one of those. Mr. Eric, you can equip that too. So boxer shorts. You can't equip the leather armor, but I cannot seem to buy that. So what I'm going to do is sell something. So just so I can buy that item. So let's go into that. You can't sell these items, so don't waste time. As you can see, nothing's really worth it. Ah, see? You do get these little items that are just they're literally meant for you just to sell. I don't really need to sell any of those. Like, that was just amazing to have that. Honestly, I forgot where I got it from. So you get a bronze knife, you get the boomerang. Yeah, boomerangs are used by Eric in this game, not by. I'm not actually gonna buy it yet because I probably can make one later. I need this equipment for Mr. Eric. Equip his defense a bit more, and I don't think I need anything else. They're about as ready as we're gonna be for this boss. So without further ado, let's go find that boss. Let's go beat him senseless. If you wonder why I got that pep pop on my lead character, I'm about to show you exactly why I did. I'm gonna show you what those things do. If you have the definitive edition, you automatically get those items. If it comes with the game, all you gotta do is just go and what I did before and do that claim rewards, and you'll get it. The best thing I like about this is you're able to run right by the enemies. So convenient. As you can see, you got that little yellow, that purple exclamation point. I'm actually moving through these areas a lot faster. I might do a little grinding before I go into the King's Burrow.
Introducing the one, the only, Tricky Devil!
Yeah.
Hey, you're supposed to be shocked by my devilish trickiness. No? Time for plan B then. Take this!
I'm pretty sure he's working with the Lord of Darkness, so he works for him, but you missed.
Seriously? The only thing I'm shocked by is how lame you are.
What did you just do, cheeky devil? Don't you know who I am? I'll teach you for my next trick.
Basically,
I'm gonna beat you to
he can turn a regular pedestrian into a dog, but since we actually know how to fight, he's nothing else. So this is how you can cheese this boss battle and make this very easy.
Let's go.
As you can see, he doesn't even get his own. He doesn't even get a good music. He just gets the regular boss, the regular music. So what we're gonna do is, it instantly peps us up. Entire party. You can have a party of 4 at once. So you do this so you'll take less damage and you'll do more damage. And when you do crits, it does that. Ow. Let's heal up Mr. Eric.
Thanks.
See, he's in yellow now. Really? I got something for you, Mr. Man. But you know exactly why I did this. Let's do this. Real decoy. You can skip Batty's animations if you ever want to, but this is one of the shorter ones. That he's on red now, I can tell you that now. Yep. And he's dead, just like that. Goodbye, Tricky Devil.
Huh. Easy.
Well,
Oh yeah.
well, it's enough to get us some experience and some level ups and some skill points. Yep. When they do that, basically they're attached to the Lord. And now since he's dead, he turned back into a human.
Look, it's our pal the Poop.
Not anymore. Thanks to you, I'm back to my old self. I'm Flint the Woodcutter, by the way, and I owe you.
It's funny you should ask. We were hoping that some kind soul might fix that.
It would be my.
So basically, he gets to put that bridge up so we can go across and get to the other side, so we can go on to Cobblestone.
Sorry to have kept you.
If you remember when I pulled the map up in the first video, when I left,
Now, young fella.
this was what the Mango Grove was.
It's
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you come back here you come back here. I think you come back to every area at least once.
the glowing plant you found in the forest.
Yeah, it's the Yggdrasil root. And Yggdrasil basically is what gives the Luminary their power. That big tree you saw floating in the sky, that's the Yggdrasil tree, and that's where we have to go because it's something special there that we need to defeat the Lord of Darkness. And there are some cool abilities that you will get. I think you get a trophy for that, but I'm not really sure. And yes, in this game you do level up. You do heal up fully when you level up, so you didn't do that in the Dragon Quest 8 either, so when you leveled, you just level. But what was cool was in the remake on the that's on the what's that thing called? At the 3DS, you actually started to do that, and you actually got to see the monsters before too. You didn't get to strike them like you did in this, but you could see them, so you could basically just run around and force spawns for metal slimes to pop up. Let's see. So now we're going to the Heliodor region. So you can go either way, don't really matter. I think this way. One of these ways had another chest. Always get all the equipment, get every box you can think of. I didn't think one of these would be out here. I thought these was only a night enemy because you really don't see these. These lamps, you don't really see these until you get to a certain area. Like I say, try to fight one of every monster, because there's a lot of species of monster out there. And some are very powerful, because this is one powerful enemy that it's gonna be a very long time before we run into it. I could only beat that thing when I was in my 90s, or I was on max level. That's how irritating that thing is. Get some items. Let me see. I think it was an item back here. Okay, did not want to run into you, but okay, now we're getting a little bit too much now. But if you want crowd control early, the best thing to do is to get a boomerang for Eric, and let Eric just start throwing that boomerang. It'll hit everybody, no problem. He also learns an ability called Power Throw. If you learn it, Power Throw basically helps you. Okay, this is how it goes. It's like it's like the area effect that goes off when you do an area effect, right? So let's say, for instance, if I throw the boomerang, the first enemy I aim at is going to do the most damage to, and the last enemy is going to do less. So the more enemies, the less it's going to do. So the best thing to do is, if you throw Power Throw, it'll keep it even in damage. Takes a little MP, but it's pretty cool. So if you do this, if you hit here and hit square, you can automatically heal. You don't have to worry about it. It'll heal you as efficiently as possible. You can also get a trophy that way. If you're trophy hunter like I am, if you do it, and if you do that and you pretty much topped off on all your characters, you will get one. It's called War Reward. It'll give it to you automatically. Also, while you are running with the dash R2, you cannot turn directions very easily. So please remember that. This sham hat witch, this thing can use magic, so be very careful of it, and it is strong. As you can see, if they don't use their actual magic, it don't do much to us, because that scale armor is putting in work right now. You see, they only started doing damage when they was using magic. And they did make it as hard to go up levels in this one. So let's see, getting 44, 82, like literally they're almost up a whole nother level. They didn't make it too hard, but if you trying to power level like I had to, basically, because especially before you hit the final area, you want to grind very hard. I was just telling one of my guys this, because it is, I know it's a chest up here somewhere. It was, one of these guys is really, because you have to fight a boss to get in one of the final areas, and he is really hard. If you are anything less than 60, he is going to give you a very hard time. I almost barely walked away from that fight a few times. He's just hard to deal with. I mean, it's just like, what are you supposed to do? You're trying to fight this guy, and he's doing a crap ton of damage. I got great equipment on, everything, but those levels really matter. I think he kept killing a lot of my teammates, so basically, I can tell you, Eric can become very powerful in this game. Every character has the usefulness. Basically, they don't give you useless characters like I said in the Legend of Dragoon, they give you people like Congo. I find Congo to be so useless because you have to do so much to make him viable, and basically his power is It's like, why do you even have this dude? He's so slow that it just takes so much time away from him. Let's see, was there something up here? He's so slow, it's just like, why? He's a really slow character, and you know he took a lot of magical damage. Oh, exactly what I need. These are how you get stones. No, the stones and the type of metal-like items, you get them from those things. But yeah, like I was saying, when you have, it's like he took all that magic and get all that HP, but basically magic did so much damage in that game, like you don't even want to use him in the battle against, what's his name? The battle against Faust. Faust just straight up murder him most of the time. His magic is too powerful. He'll just literally just, it's like he'll just force his health to go nowhere, just force it down. It is not even pretty. I'm surprised I'm getting so much done in one video. So, yep, this is what you do to crawl. So if you had to come through here, you could crawl under there. But if you had to come through there at first, you wouldn't have been able to... Basically, stuff will run from you now because you're too powerful. So look at all the little enemies now. They're not going to give me no type of experience, I can say that now. Because each one of them slimes is about to give me 1 experience apiece. They're really weak, so that's what and they run very easily. Slimes are very weak, but that's why I say it's kind of ironic because their metal counterparts are the way you go up levels fast.
Who else wants some?
Okay, so I've killed everything out here for the most part. So let's go up here. And you know we gotta go check out Cobblestone, so we're going up here. I might be able to get towards the Kingsborough before this video ends. Shocking. I don't even think I move this fast when I'm playing by myself. Maybe because I'm doing so much other stuff, or you know, grinding or trying to figure out some other stuff. Because with this, I'll just literally just grind, and after I start grinding, I'll literally just turn some on my phone, start watching it, and it'll be cool. Chimera Wing. Like I said, it can zip you to any place you've already been to one time. It basically is like the magic of Zoom. That is a very useful spell. For all my Pokemon people, that's basically fly. You've been there once before, you can use it. It used to take 1 MP, but I don't think it takes any magic in this. And you can't use it while you're in a cave or outdoors, if I'm not mistaken. Indoors, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not saying anything just here because I want you to understand. I said here to my home. That's always good to have because basically it's really cool to actually be able to hit square and figure out what you got to do. It is so, I told you that for that Dragon Quest VIII, I literally hate that game. That vanilla version, it didn't tell you what to do at all. You just had to figure stuff out. And that game really made a lot of people just rage. It made my head hurt. So, let's go in here. See, there's your mom.
Is that you, dear? You'll be desperate to stuff your faces all the... Whoa! Who are you? What nonsense are you talking? My boy is 6 years old. Who do you think you are?
I think
Whoever you are, I want you...
As I think he's having like some type of flashback because I think this character's like 16 if I'm not mistaken. He's somewhere between the ages of 14 and 16. There's Gemma. The one of those little magical red doors I told you about, they're in this place too. So you go up, you talk to her, And now since you're bigger, you can just jump on up there and grab it. But as you can see, there's one of those roots around that tree. You get it for her. She doesn't know who you are
My
because
name's Gemma. But that... Oh, wait, I get it. He went to look for...
I don't have to follow because I know exactly where we're going. I hate following characters in games because they just move so slow. Yep, I can just outrun you, little lady, so move on out my way. Dude, now I think you're gonna meet his actual grandfather. Ooh, broken pot. Ooh, pot I can break. Give me my 11 gold coins, I'll take them. Sometimes I really feel like I'm like live when I'm playing this, so I have to remember this is only a recording, so it's not
Can I
live.
borrow your ladder? The wind blew Gemma's scarf.
This is the only time he talks.
We don't need the ladder anymore. He said he was looking for...
Nope.
I think it might be me he's looking for, you know. Why don't...
All right.
So how his grandfather knows who he is, I will never understand.
Well... It's... you. I knew it. I've known you since you were a baby, after all. I knew it was you.
When the castle was attacked and he was found in that little bassinet, that guy, Chalky, is the one that found him.
Too happy, my... I see. King Carnelian went through me. If I'd known how things were going, but you don't have time to be...
So,
If you head east out of the village, you'll come to Cobblestone Falls, as you know. Got that?
so basically going out to Cobblestone Falls will lead you to the King's Barrel.
Fine. You'll be good now, lad.
Like I said, this is all basically like a flashback. I think this is tied into something of his luminary powers. So now I think we get to see what really happened to Cobblestone. If you want to go up that way, that leads you back to the Cobblestone Tour. This is just pretty much useless. And basically now you get to really see what happened.
Huh. Thanks for getting Gemma's head. Come back and play.
And see, everybody's gonna start fading away because that root, you see that root in there, and that probably tells you it's a flashback.
We could play,
And there are multiple of these things throughout the world that you're gonna have to use to see. So basically, the Luminary has some very cool powers. See?
Are you okay?
Yes. Jasper came and literally destroyed the entire village. He destroyed everything.
I can't believe they do this. And just because you grew up here? Jasper and his goons must have ridden straight here after you got thrown in the... Hey, just now, when you zoned out, the mark on your hand was...
See? It's another vision.
Wow. So you must have been the root here. Well, if what your where did you say it was?
And this is how we get to the King's Barrel. This is how we get to the King's Barrel. Like I say, I'm gonna try to make more of these videos faster because this game is really long. I will constantly tell you that because it really is.
Listen, I know this can't be.
This is more that dialogue is like, yes. It really, I think some of them are still alive, but you really don't. So now, like I said, head to the Emerald Coast to investigate the three-sided rock near Cobblestone Falls. So basically what we're doing is going back out of here, because not much of us to do because everybody else has disappeared. But as you can see, they literally came in there and wrecked everything. I never liked Jasper through this entire game. I thought the armor he wore was pretty cool, but he's always been a jerk. I don't think in the vanilla version, though. I don't think the characters actually follow you around. Like, you couldn't see them running behind you, I don't believe. But you can when you get more characters. When you get 5 characters, you can actively move. So what you no, yep. So I can go to the Emerald Coast from here. I can either go from here or I can go to the other one. So let's go to this side of the Emerald Coast. Was it anything in here? Yep. Also, this is a way you could that trick I taught y'all about the being able to go back. See, perfectionist pearls. But see how I told you how to go back and do what am I looking for? How to go back into a switch between 2D and 3D. You can go back and do different chapters. Pretty cool. You can duplicate items that way. You can choose the game and make it easier for yourself. That's how I got to level 99 without having to power grind so much. Fresh water, and now you want to go right here to this rock. So now we need to let's see what's going on.
My dearest, you see, not long after you were born, our beloved kingdom of Dundrasil was attacked by... I was forced to flee with you in my arms. And if you are fortunate enough to have been found by some kindly soul, our king...
Okay,
never
so
forget, it is you.
This is his mother explaining what happened to him.
Important to you, right?
Remember, he doesn't know his actual parents. He doesn't know his father, any of them. Because King Carnelian was in that place when those monsters attacked.
I don't know what, but I do know that the answers are out. You must go out.
Then that's the door of departure. So we gotta head there eventually, but we do have to stop in the King's Barrow so we can get that orb.
So we used the keystone to open the... You said it was just east... Oh, The King's Barrow's not too far from here. Just down the way, in fact. But...
So, before I move to the next area, I think it's going to be a good time to stop this one. So, on the next one, we will be moving toward... actually, and before I end this, I'm going to go over here and show you what it looks like. So if you pull that up, you can see the King's Barrow, the door of departure. You can also see there's a little space there's like a little space in here. There's what's that thing called? Man, I'm losing my place. It's a campsite. So I'm gonna sleep. I don't think I'm gonna grind it all. I think I'm just gonna fight some enemies inside. But I am gonna sleep here first. So when we do come back, I'm probably gonna be inside the King's Barrow. So without further time, this is James the Whole Show signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, I would explain that when I come back. I would explain why is that forge actually shining like that. So I will see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.